Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well. In today's class, we are going to create this chair that you can see on the screen. Stay with me until the end so you can understand every step. So without wasting any time, let's dive into this class. First, I will go into edit mode, select this face and press P to separate it. Then I will press Ctrl plus R to add an edge loop in the center and select one side, press X and delete it. Now I will go to the modifier tab and apply the mirror modifier. Now to give thickness to this plane, I will add a solidify modifier and set the thickness value. For now, just add any value that looks good to you since we can change it at any time. Right now, if I edit it, the plane is being edited from the back side, but I want to edit it from the front. So I will make the thickness value negative and now I can edit it from the front. After that, I will add a subdivision surface modifier and use Ctrl plus R to add 2 edge loops on this side and 3 on the other side. I will set the subdivision level to 2 and slightly increase the thickness value. Then I will select these vertices, move them and round out the top part. You can adjust the height as per your preference. Now I will go into object mode, right click and select shade smooth, which will remove sharp edges and make the shape smooth. Now I will go into edge select mode, hold Alt and click on the edge to select the edge loop. Similarly, I will select all these edges, press Shift plus D to duplicate them and then press E to extrude and S to scale down. This will create a shape like this. The issue in the center is because I did not enable clipping in the mirror modifier. So I will undo, go to the mirror modifier, then enable clipping and then duplicate again with Shift plus D and extrude with E and scale down with S. This will create the frame around the back part of the chair. Now I will go into vertex select mode, select these two vertices, enable proportional editing and move them along the y-axis to create a curve shape for the back. I will switch back to object mode, right click and apply shade smooth again. Now I will press Shift plus A, go to the mesh option and add a cube. Then scale it along the y-axis. For subdivision, I will use the shortcut key. I will press Ctrl plus 2, which will apply subdivision with 2 levels. In edit mode, I will press Ctrl plus R to add 2 edge loops on this side and 2 on the other side. Now I will enable X-ray mode and select these vertices, then move them along the y-axis to shape the seat. I will scale it on the z-axis and set its position. I will duplicate it and move it below the seat on the z-axis, make it a bit thinner and scale it down overall. This is the part below the seat. Now I will press Shift plus A to add a cylinder from the mesh options and set the vertices value to 16. Then I will move it and place it under the seat and scale it down. Now I will select the top face, press I to insert it, then press E to extrude it, and then insert and extrude the face again. I will adjust the scaling and add a subdivision modifier to it. Now I will press the slash key on the keyboard to isolate the selected model and add sporting loops to it. I will select the bottom and top faces and inset them by 2 units, which will add spotted loops at the top and bottom. I will also add edge loops in these places. I will press the slash key again to disable isolate mode. Now I will add a cube with Shift plus A, reduce its size and place it in this spot. I will use this to design the chair legs. I will set its scaling and position and add a subdivision modifier. I will add an edge loop here using Ctrl plus R and bevel it with Ctrl plus B. I will add another edge loop here and I will isolate it so we can focus only on this. With the edge loop selected, I will press Ctrl plus B to bevel it as well. And I will add another edge loop in the center. I will set the subdivision level to 2 and apply shade smooth. Now I will switch to vertex select mode and select all these vertices. If I select them like this, the vertices at the back will not be selected. To select them as well, I will turn on X-ray mode, then select them and move them down on the Z-axis. I will scale it on the X-axis so this becomes one leg of the chair. Now to design the wheel, I will add a cylinder, set its scaling and position. This leg looks a bit short, so I will increase its size slightly. Now I will also scale the wheel on the X-axis. And then in edit mode, I will add an edge loop at the center. I will select this edge and bevel it with Ctrl plus B. Then select these two edges and press Ctrl plus B to bevel them as well. Now I will press Alt plus E and select extrude along normals to extrude these faces inward. I will apply the subdivision surface modifier and set the levels to 2. Then right click and choose shade smooth. Now in edit mode, I will select these two faces, press I to inset, then press Alt plus E and select extrude along normals to extrude them inward. Then I will press I again to inset once more. And we have a pretty good shape for the wheel. Now for the upper part of the wheel, I will select these faces, duplicate them using Shift plus T and then press P to separate them. I will select this and scale it on the X-axis. Then add a solidify modifier to set the thickness value. I will move the subdivision surface modifier above the solidify modifier. I will move these two objects slightly downward and then select this part and apply the solidify modifier. Now I will select these two faces and extrude them. Then I will switch to vertex select mode, select all the top vertices, press S, then Z and finally 0 to align all the top vertices on the Z-axis. I will move them on the Z-axis and add an edge loop here. Now I need to duplicate this leg and rotate it around this part so that I can create 5 legs for the chair. Since we need to rotate it around this part, I will select it, right click and go to set origin, then choose origin to geometry. After that I will press Shift plus S and select cursor to select it so that the 3D cursor is at the exact center of the object. Now I will select the leg, right click and set the origin to the 3D cursor. Now if I press R, then Z, it will rotate the leg around this part. Since I need 5 legs at equal distance, I will press R, then Z and type 72 so the leg will rotate by the 72 degrees. A full circle has 360 degrees and dividing that by 5 gives us 72 degrees. Now if I press Shift plus R, then last step will be repeated. In this way, I will use Shift plus R to complete the 5 legs. However, with this method, if I want to increase the size of the legs later, I will have to adjust each leg size individually. So we will use a second method that allows us to change the size of the legs at any time later on. I will undo that, then I will select the leg and add an array modifier. I will uncheck the related offset. Now I need an object at the location of 3D cursor to select in the array modifier. So I will create an empty object. I will check the object offset in the array modifier and use the eyedropper tool to select the empty object. However, this object is moving to an incorrect position. I will undo and remove the array modifier because I need to select the leg and press Ctrl plus A to reset the transforms. But now the leg's origin has moved to the world origin. I will right click and move the origin back to the 3D cursor. Now I will add an array modifier and uncheck the relative offset and check the object offset and select the empty object. If I rotate the empty object on the z-axis, the legs will also rotate on the z-axis. I need 5 legs, so I will put the value 5 in the array modifier, and for the empty object's rotation value I will set it to 72. This way the legs will edit at exactly 72 degrees. Now if I edit it, all the legs will be edited. I will adjust the size of the leg slightly. Now I will select the wheel and this part and join them using Ctrl plus J. I will right click and set the origin to geometry, then press Ctrl plus A to apply the transforms. After that, I will right click again to move the origin to the 3D cursor. I can also use the array modifier on this, but I will duplicate and rotate it. I will press R, then Z and enter 72 so that the wheel rotates exactly 72 degrees. Now I will use Shift plus R to repeat this action, and the wheels will be placed exactly at their respective positions. Now I will randomly rotate all the wheels a little, but before that I will select all of them, right click and move the origins back to geometry. From here we can select the individual origins and rotate all the wheels around their respective origins. Now for the arms, I will select this part, duplicate it using Shift plus D and press P to separate it. I will add a solidify modifier and move it above the subdivision modifier. Then I will apply the solidify modifier. In edit mode, I will add an edge loop here and bevel it using Ctrl plus B. I will also add another edge loop here. Select these faces and press Alt plus E to extrude along normals. Finally, I will add one more sporting edge loop. Now I will add another edge loop in the center and enable proportional editing. I will press G to move it on the Z axis. Remember, in proportional editing, the area of influence for editing can be adjusted using the scroll wheel. I will scale down the arm and set its position. Then I will add a mirror modifier to the arm and select the seat as the mirror object. Now I will add an edge loop here and one on this side. I will select these faces and extrude them. Now I will add an edge loop here and one on this side. I will select these vertices and scale them on the y-axis. Actually, I will not scale them just yet. I will select these faces, right click and use bridge faces. Now I will select these vertices and scale them on the y-axis. In object mode, I will remove the arm on the center of the seed. Now in edit mode, I will select all these vertices, press S, then Z and then 0 to align all the selected vertices along the z-axis. I will move these vertices down on the z-axis and add an edge loop here. I will select all the vertices of the newly created edge loop, then press G, Z and 0 to align them. Then I will select these faces and extrude them. I will also add an edge loop here. After that, I will select these faces and extrude them. The clipping option is not enabled in the mirror modifier, so I will undo and enable both the clipping and merge options. I will also move the mirror modifier above the subdivision modifier. Now I will extrude these faces. I will add an edge loop here, which will finalize the shape. This part looks too thick from the bottom, so I will select these vertices and move them upwards. Then select these vertices and move them on the y-axis. This will complete this part. I will also add an edge loop here and bevel it using Ctrl plus B. Now the seat model is complete. Now before adding materials to everything, I will apply all the modifiers. You can apply materials without applying the modifiers, but I am fast forwarding this process. After applying all the modifiers, I will select the seat back, go to the materials tab and rename the material. I want to make the chair a bit colorful, so I will add some light colors. I will add a pink color. I will enable material preview mode and add a new material, then assign it to this part. Sorry, I accidentally assigned it to the whole object. I will undo and to select just this part, I will go to the edit mode, hover over this part with the mouse and press L. This will select the frame part and I will assign the new material to it. And I will give the material a blue color. I will assign the blue material to the arms as well as the legs. I will assign the pink material to the seat. For the wheels, I will create a light green color and assign it to all the wheels. I will also assign the green material to this part. You can change these materials colors if you want. I hope you understood today's class. If you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section. And if you liked the class, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. We will meet in the next class. Until then, goodbye and take care.